D4-A, and we are live, 8 o'clock. Can I get a yole off all my guests tonight? Starting up at the top, TV's very own personality. Come on in, James. Hey up, James.
Yodely.
James, that's a fancy little thing over your shoulder. What's that?
Yeah, that's nice. That's something that you've got as well.
Happy days, happy days. Stay tuned because we have got a great person on with us as well tonight.
Yeah.
Coming in hot at number 2, TV's very own personality. It's Andy, ex-drummer from Duran Duran, Andy Taylor. Yodelay. Good evening.
Yodelay.
Happy days. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Next on the stream, all the way from that there, Sweden. Let's have a look at him. It's Adi. Good evening, Adi. Chop, chop.
Yodelay.
Loving it. And the last one, second to last, our Paul from that there, the Whirl. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, YouTube. Yodelay.
Very much. Okay, so comments, please, James. Let's do it.
Right, we got Rob. Good evening, chaps. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Rob.
Our good friend Dave Taylor. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Dave. And Mitch from across the pond.
Nice
Good
one.
evening, mate. Good evening, everyone.
Cool. Right. So the whole point of our live stream, and I'm looking up there now because I've lifted my camera even further away and higher up to sort of like get a little bit of this in. It's all bollocks because really I ought to have it here in front of me. Normally, as you know, we do live streams when it's been club, and we talk about the club and we look through School Models Live, we do all that sort of thing. And then we just sort of chat your bollocks off for a couple of hours. We've got a special guest on tonight. He's very, very well known across YouTube land. It's not a surprise because I've put it on the thumbnail. Let's introduce him. Here he comes. Let's bring him in. Good evening, Sully.
Good evening, Sully.
Happy days.
Golf claps.
Right, so are you okay, mate?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you, you guys.
Super duper. Now, if you can't tell by Sully's accent, he's from Birmingham. I've got a brilliant tale about two lasses I tried to chat up from Birmingham, but we'll save that for a little bit later. Sully, you've got your own YouTube channel, have you not?
I do indeed.
Do you want to tell us what it's called?
Sully Scale Models, and it's as simple as that.
Sully's Scale Models. It says here 11,800 subscribers.
Wow.
Yay.
That's absolutely amazing. 11,800 subscribers. So, question one I've got for you. How? 11,800. How?
Honest, God knows. I tell you what, probably the biggest contributor to it was COVID.
Really?
Because pretty much when I started the channel proper, I was dabbling a little bit beforehand, but then COVID, obviously, get furloughed for I don't know how many months, twice.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else better to be doing than modelling, so I thought I'd make a bit of a push on it, and that was the big. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been a massive struggle to get to where I am now.
Yeah.
The last couple of years have been slow, but that's down to me. But yeah, it amazes me. To be honest with you.
So you were modelling before the YouTube. You didn't obviously go wake up one morning and say, "Here's my channel. I better start modelling." You've been doing it a long time.
Yeah. So classic, doing it when I was younger. Stopped for a few years and then picked it up again. It probably actually was sort of the early part, late 2017 and 2018.
Do you know what? I'm not. This is going to sound really, really spoken, mate. But our journeys are so similar because
I think a lot of people's are in a way. Really.
I set School Club up in February 2017. Why did I do that? Well, it's because I'd taken a redundancy, so I got fuck all to do for 6 months. And I thought, I'm going to build some models like I did when I was a kid. I could have gone, I'm going to go down to snooker hall and practice snooker or whatever, but I just ended up buying an Airfix Harrier. And you're sort of starting around about roughly the same time. And then I thought, oh, do you know what? I can do this. I'm going to see if I can do it on YouTube. And you look like you're exactly the same.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah,
Sounds like it, mate. However, my subscriptions, because there's 6 of us on now, 5 or 6 of us. Mine slowed right down. I think I've pinnacled, but 11,800 for you. That's superb, that, mate.
Yeah, that's brilliant going.
Very good.
yeah. I have had a little bit of help from other areas, to be fair, because I've been on a couple of podcasts, so that's helped a little bit as well. I think
It does help.
but it does help.
It does help, mate. It does
little
help.
bits of exposure anywhere. Well, any free advertising on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to, because YouTube doesn't pay you a fat lot.
No.
Not unless you're really, really big, and
Plasmo.
but even then, yeah. But I mean, even then, I think a lot of their money comes from more Patreon, because YouTube takes quite a cut, really. So, but yeah, any sort of free advertising to get my hands on, I'm there.
I'm there. I love it. When you look at, right? So obviously, this is. I know I'm not excluding the guys. I'm just sort of YouTuber to YouTuber at the minute. You got YouTube Studio. Do you have that on your phone, on your PC?
Yeah.
And obviously, you can see all your analytics and. Do you go into that, Sully, and look at them in depth and fucking hell, my numbers have dropped off, or do you just ride it?
No, not really, because YouTube keeps changing its bloody algorithm, and it makes it so difficult for me to follow it, because I'm crap with numbers at the best of times. So for me, it's a case of I'm going to put a video out, and fingers crossed it does good.
Yeah, simple as
That's pretty much the way I work with it, and the time I have for it. That's the best I can really do with it.
Yes.
In a way. So,
can I ask a question?
Go on, mate.
I'm just thinking that with the YouTube thing. I mean, I've thought about it quite a few times, but does it sort of like take over your life a little bit, having to put out content?
it takes a lot of time. Because I mean, what it's like building a model anyway.
Yeah.
But then I've got to edit the video, narrate the video, clean it all up, add bits and bobs to it, glamour shots, and I like to add music, which a lot of people don't like, because that's one of my most comments is I don't like music in the background of videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of times where I do the rough edits while I'm on my lunch break at work.
Yeah.
I've literally announced the video to be ready on, because I usually Fridays is my usual day that a video will go out, and literally it's been within about an hour of when it's supposed to go out. It's actually just uploaded.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened for a while, fortunately.
Yeah.
Because what I'll tend to do now is I'll leave it another week if I have to, so it kind of keeps us a very vague consistency. It's not as consistency as it used to be, as I'd like it to be. But I'm thinking, at least if it's on a Friday at 8 o'clock, there's a vague consistency there.
I was just going to say, off back of that, right? So again, it's I hate being called a YouTuber. So from me to you, I don't think, Monday 8 o'clock. I don't. When I do one, obviously. The live streams that we do, 8 o'clock on a Saturday, because that's after the club. But if I do a post-build video, it's just whenever I've done. But you're saying that you try and follow a bit more of a routine?
Yeah, so I try every fortnight was what I was. So when I was during COVID, I actually managed to build up to every week. I could get a build out.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Yeah.
And when we was getting towards thinking, oh shit, I'm going back to work in the next couple of weeks, I'm not going to be able to keep this up, because this is like, 8 hours, more than 8 hours, way more than 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's good 10, 15 hours a day sort of thing. So then I went to 2-week I thought I can do 2 weeks generally, but it's still meant I had to put a lot of hours into it. I mean, at the time, because mine and the wife's days weren't very consistent, unless I got a list of jobs to do, which I do in between modelling anyway. I pretty much had my days off to myself, so I had basically full day's work to be able to produce stuff. And as it is now, we do have more days off, so it has sort of, I've got to work it my timekeeping a bit better. But because I'm a smoker as well, so every time I come out into here for a smoke, I do a bit of tinkering. I get a good 20 minutes working or so. So I
have you ever thought of taking the leap and doing it sort of like permanent and making a living out of it, or
my long-term plan is as a full-time job, but it's not. I don't really intend to leave my job.
No.
So the plan, the vague plan is, hopefully it'll get to a point where I can work part-time and YouTube part-time, and then eventually full-time. Because we eventually plan to move down to Cornwall. That's where we want to sort of finish up.
Oh yeah. James
so,
is down there.
Yeah, I'm down that end.
So, and because work's a worry for me, I know jobs aren't exactly plentiful, and my skill set is kind of limited. I've got no degrees or anything like that. So I need to find something that I can do that I'm actually good at.
That's no problem at all. James is as thick as shit, and he builds boats.
I love it.
Come looking for a job then. I'm all right with my hands.
The top man that we've got sitting at top of the table is ex-drummer from Duran Duran, Andy Taylor. He's a thermonuclear missile scientist. James, comments, please.
Don't believe a word of that,
Right,
Sully.
Come on.
right, we get to Ian from up there in Scotland in those little islands, which is really, really cold. Ian, good evening.
All right, buddy.
Good evening, Ian.
All right, I know the table.
You're another one from Scotland, John. Good
Nice
evening,
one, John.
Good
Cheers,
evening,
John.
John.
Can I just interrupt? John, I've got your request from your missus. I haven't forgot.
Right.
Next.
Right, the model student 20. Hi everyone, great stream. I
Nice
worked
one.
through COVID. Yeah, I think well, some of us did, some of us didn't. Just got serious in the last couple of months since retiring. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Tidy.
Started building about 6 years ago and wanted to chronicle the journey, good and bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that falls into most of that anyway. Independent filmmakers.
That's what we are.
Yeah, you YouTubers. And the last one from Dave. What do you do for a daytime job?
Now then, up to you that. So if you want to...
Yeah, so I'm quite lucky. My full-time job is at the RF Museum at Cosford as what they call a visitor experience assistant. So basically I just make sure everything and everybody's safe and chat with anybody that wants to talk about airplanes for long enough.
Are you down there full time, Sol?
7 days a week. No, it feels like 7 days a week. So 5 days a week. 5 out of 7 was what I meant to say.
5 out of 7.
Yeah.
Have you got a permanent 2 days off?
They change a little bit, but generally midweek's my days off.
Right, mate. I'll not come down midweek then.
Yeah, because I purposely changed my days to actually work weekends permanently.
Really?
Yeah. So at the time, I won't make it too depressing. At the time, my dad was ill. My dad was ill with cancer at the time.
Yeah.
So to try and help out, I changed my shift patterns to work weekends permanent. That literally lasted 2 weeks.
Right.
But the other half also works Monday to Friday. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
No, she doesn't work Monday to Friday. Thursday to Monday.
Right.
She works. So it works out better for us. So we actually get more time off. So
yeah, mate.
Stuck with it, you know. So
boys and girls, ladies and gents, Sully works down at Cosford RAF Cosford Air Museum. If you're that way out, stick your head in. and give him a wave. Comments, please, James.
Model student is in Canada.
Tidy.
Welcome welcome to.
Yeah.
And Dave is brilliant job. Yeah.
Yeah, we all
I was
talked.
going to say regarding Sully's job.
Yeah.
Regarding Sully's job, I'd like to quote Monty Python and say, "You lucky, lucky bastard."
You lucky bastard. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, fucking hell, what an absolute beauty. I mean, you know, it's when you talk about life, job, hobby, it's same as, you know, when you talk about moving down to Cornwall. So if somebody said to you, "Oh, we've got a position at Airfix HQ, come and work," you'd be like, "Fucking get in."
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Do you know
The only
what I mean?
problem is they're in Margate, so that's the opposite end.
Opposite end, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, right. So
I've been down there quite a bit. I've been down there quite a bit recently, so
yeah, mate.
a
Yeah,
few
mate.
times recently. So last couple of months.
Okie dokie. Anything from anybody else before we start having a look at some pictures? Andy, from Andy.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the first time I've sort of looked over your channel. You know, we all have our favourites that we follow, but you know, just browsing through your channel, you've got quite a good selection of stuff from different genres. Since you came back to the hobby, is there any one particular subject that you gravitate to, or you just model as to wherever your interests take you?
So originally, because unsurprisingly, aviation's my main interest.
Yeah.
So originally, that's what I was. Well, actually, when I come back to it, because I'd actually started a little railway up for a little bit, until I got an airbrush, and then started. I'll probably annoy a few people here, but what I sort of say is proper modelling. So, but I started getting into doing the aircraft. Yeah, I do like trains. It's not my big thing, but you know. So yes, aviation was the main thing, and then on occasions, what I'd do is I'd throw a bit of armour in just to change things up, because, you know, repetitive sort of thing. I mean, I don't really build the same thing twice if I can kind of help it. So you know, on occasions I throw that in, and then I decided I'm just going to do whatever I fancy doing at the time.
Yeah.
Whatever, because sometimes something would crop up, and I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind doing that now.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, I've got this on, so. But now it's just a case of whatever I fancy is going to be the next thing is whatever the next build's going to be.
So I'll just kind of add to that a little bit. Was there any one particular sort of influence that got you interested into the subject of aircraft?
Grandad. Grandad was. This will probably upset probably some of the older generation. Grandad was a snowdrop for the RAF. He was RAF police. So because he spent a lot of time in Burma and in India.
Yeah.
So he'd always tell me a lot of stories about that. He used to take us to Birmingham Airport when they used to have a viewing area.
Yeah.
Obviously take me to Cosford as well, and anything sort of along the lines of that. I must have shown some interest when I was younger. I can't really remember actually getting into it.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I can't remember I even actually really got into modelling. I mean, my grandparents were the main driving force of it.
Yeah.
Every year, without fail, birthday, Christmas, there'll be a model. All the way up until or literally all the way up until they passed away. I'd always have a model at some point. So, yeah.
Fair dues.
Yeah,
Nice.
mate. Yeah. Paul, from Paul. Paul.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. From you, matey.
Yeah, you strike me like you've got a good taste in music. Would I be correct? And if so, would you care to rattle off a few bands?
I have a very varied music taste. A lot of people will not like, a lot of stuff people will. So I go from basically heavy metal to
rattle a few bands off.
Well, I say metal. They're probably more new metal, really, but I like
Deftones.
The classic sort of stuff. Oh yeah, Deftones. Yeah, Deftones. CKY.
I fucking love you.
I'll make it better. I saw him 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You fucking lucky bastard. You
Well, not
lucky
really,
bastard.
not really, because they were shit.
All right, okay.
Music was brilliant, but because it's the guitarist who's now the lead singer, and I think he was absolutely plastered. But I know a few bands that I've gone and seen. I think it was 2 years ago, I saw Alien Ant Farm, and they were supposed to be supporting them, and they had a bit of a falling out. There's a band that supports them now, which I've recently started following a couple of years ago when I went to saw Limp Bizkit. A band called Black Gold, and they after Birmingham they quit the tour because they just couldn't deal with the bloke. Still love listening to him.
Well,
but, you know,
that's made my day. That's happy.
Yeah.
That's made me happy.
I was really fortunate. We managed to get tickets to Black Sabbath, and I was
Oh, you went to it on his last concert?
My God,
Gary
that was
Newman,
a long
fucking
day.
hell, man. Spell his name right though, boys. Come on.
Can't beat Gary Newman, to be fair.
Now, then, I am that old. I went to see Black Sabbath in Oxford.
Shut up! You listen to Queer, you fat cunt. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
You think Queer are a really good band?
Can you shut your fucking mouth and let me talk?
Thank you.
I went to see Black Sabbath at Oxford Apollo about 1974, I think, something like that. And the support band were Van Halen, and they got booed off the stage.
That's because they're shit as well.
Yeah.
Tidy, James, out from you. Comments? Do you want to do comments?
Yeah, I'll do the comments, mate. Model students, former contractor elevator mech for Thyssen Krupp.
I think it is, yeah.
Thyssen Krupp.
Excellent job for reference photos, Sully.
As long as it's the aircraft that we've got at the museum.
Yes.
It's not. It's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the model student. Never had time for a hobby. Now it's all I do. My son says I'm a man repossessed. I think
No
we're
wrong
all
with
like
that. No wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. What scale is your fave, Scully?
God
Scully,
scale.
even.
God scale,
Scully?
1/48th.
48.
I'll get used to it. 1/48 and 35th and larger, but generally 48 and 35th.
Yeah, I think Paul's 32nd. I'm sort of moving into that. 48th is a little bit small for me, but Mark's fine with that. Fugazi, that's the groups, I think. Ministry.
Ministry.
Gary Newman, just a few. Yeah. Well, that would have been dope. Awesome show to see.
Very much.
It was very emotional, to be honest, actually. Yeah.
You can imagine.
Queen, Roger Taylor, go.
Definitely. Happy with that. Okay, right. So I'm going to share my screen just like this. Are we all on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're here to talk about some scale models. 1 in 48. So this is where. So we talked about 11,800 subscribers. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
brilliant.
160 videos. That's absolutely brilliant. So it says here, kit builds, tips and how to in scale modeling. It's all about the fun of the build and enjoying the journey in scale modeling from sprue to. Can you finish that line off from sprue to?
I did that in 2018, so I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell me. Not to worry. This is a screenshot, so I can't flick on it.
I think probably to finish build, probably.
Hang on.
I think James is going to have a look.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. Hang on.
So you've got a new badge there with a cup of coffee in it, because on your videos you do say right at the start, before I carry on, get a brew and a bicky on the go. And we like that. I do like that.
It's tea. It's not coffee. It's tea. The proper thing to drink. The proper British thing to drink.
Very much
Yorkshire tea.
Certainly is.
With proper milk, not half milk, full fat milk, 2 sugars, and a massive packet of bourbon biscuits.
Are we actually fucking related? I
think that sort of thing relates to a lot of people.
Yes,
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Happy days. So, the picture that you've got there is your thumbnail on your YouTube channel is this one.
Got it.
Yeah, mate.
Tell us all about it. We've got some grass, we've got weathering, we've got wings up, we've got a mucky bird. What's happening?
So this one at the moment still is the best build I've done to date.
Like it.
So I've not replicated anything better. I don't feel since that one. So when that was announced, I very quickly remembered a photo I'd seen of a fairy gannet stored between two hangars, and I managed to find the photo again and find a shed load of reference photos of it. But also somehow managed to find a bloke that actually removed the aircraft and transported it to the Sully Museum where it's at now. It's actually been since restored. But that is about 95% accurate to the aircraft before it was restored.
Brilliant.
So obviously there's a few bits I kind of missed off purposely because there was a lot of sort of tarpaulin hanging off it, which probably would have actually made it a little bit better. But as well, because it'd been a new model, I kind of also wanted to show it off a little bit as well, because the detail on it is fantastic. The builds of it was amazing. It's that good. The main wings and the tailplane aren't even glued in.
Is
Really?
it the Airfix 148, Sol?
Yeah.
It's a big old 48 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a large model, yeah. But there was a lot of new techniques in a roundabout way with that. So it's mainly the moss weathering, because I had to do a lot of flat surfaces. Stuff like the streaking moss and stuff, that's normal for me because that's like oil stains and anything like that. So that area, that was kind of standard for me because, you know, you look at, I spend probably about 80% of a build looking at reference photos. And trying to find them because I got perfect photos of this in literally almost all the way around. So I didn't really have to do any real artistic license on it because I got enough photos for it. So even down to where the moss is pretty much exactly where it is on the photos. You'll find, if you look it up online, you will on Google, you'll find the photos. You won't miss the one it's based off.
It's that's the product there. Can you remember? Are we looking at some AK product there, Sol?
So back then, So it's AK. I've got it.
Is it? It's not streaking grime. It's the other one.
No, it's streaking.
Lots of lichens, isn't it?
Streaking grime and a bit of moss deposits.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
love
two
that streaking
used for
grime.
that.
It's fucking superb.
But I've tried to move away from enamels now, so
yeah, I know. Obviously, we're talking a lot, and people are watching, and we have to remember people watch after the live and the scrambling around for pieces of paper. I know I've done that myself in the past. So just so that you know, AK. Go on, Sully, fill me in. AK.
Yeah, so AK moss deposits. And streaking grime. Dark streaking grime, sorry. Exactly. I have, if anybody is interested in it, I have actually done a specific video on that process. It doesn't turn out as good as the actual model did, but the process is exactly the same. It's one of those things. It takes a lot of fettling. That literally a lot of that wing surface was kind of happy accident.
Explain.
I didn't really let it dry between layers. Literally a couple of hours. Once it sort of pretty much had effectively dried, I started the next layer and then it mixed and just kept going backwards and forward, adding the dark grime and then the moss deposits, and eventually some appears to look like the way I wanted it to. Basically.
Do you know what? It's a lovely saying that happy accident.
A lot more stuff is a lot of the time.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry, guys.
that's the way nature works, though, isn't it? I mean, you get a layer of grime on there, then it rains, and then it gets another layer of grime, and it all mixes in together. So it's basically a happy
copying it is a hard thing, unless it's something you do on a regular basis. It takes a little bit. But
how did you go about doing the broken glass on the canopy there? That's quite an interesting.
Literally butchered it with a Dremel.
Right.
Well, it was a drill bit actually. I actually used a drill bit. So what I did was I used a drill bit to cut the shape out. So I did loads of little holes, then just with a knife cut round them. Because it was going to be, pretty much, because it was going to be fogged anyway. Yeah. I actually thinned the glass out because it wasn't going to make any difference me scuffing it.
Right.
The fogging again, that was a new one. So that's basically that takes a lot longer to do because you need to do a lot of thin layers and actually let it dry. So I used, I think at the time it was Tamiya thin, a little bit of Tamiya thinner. Yeah. For some reason, I added a bit of water in there. Don't know why. Matte varnish. Yeah, matte varnish, and I think it was I made like a creamy white colour with a little bit of green in there later on. So, depending on how you want the canopy to be fogged, start in the middle. Do a line straight down the middle from front to back, and then as you go on, just spread it a little bit, make it a little bit wider as you go on, and then you can either have a nice gradual fade, heavy frosting on the top, but gradual as it comes down, or fill it in as you see fit. Because those canopies, been out in the sun for long enough, they fog very easily.
Well, I've often wondered how many times we've used things like super glue on our canopies and it's fogged them, and thought there's got to be a situation where this could be useful.
I tried it. Did not work for me. It was too inconsistent. I think if I'd done it the way like CSI use it and basically put it in a little chamber and warm it up, it might spread a bit better. Yeah. But I just put it on. I think I put some super glue in bottom of what was left of a candle. Put the canopy on top. It was an old one to test with, and then put something over the top so it was sealed in. It just didn't work very well. So I went. I can't remember who it was now, but I'd seen somebody else do it, and I asked them how to do it. And
obviously, you've got a more controllable method there.
Not really. No. I can see the speckles.
when you complete a kit like this, Sul. Yeah. And so you've already said, it's my best piece, blah, blah, blah. You move on to your next piece, and it don't quite sort of like tick every box like the piece that you've just done, and then and move on. What do you think? Are you frightened? Are you scared that you think, fucking hell, I've peaked here, and no matter what I do going forward, I'm never going to get to that again?
No, not really. I've had a few occasions where I've built something and I've sat back from it and going, shit, this is like some of my favourite YouTubers' work. So it's happened a few times before, but I think there's just something about that one that I'm just very proud of doing that one, because if you go back to the wing, the crumple on the wing.
That is this one.
That one, yeah. So that was something else I tried. So that's actually copper foil. So what I've done is I've cut a chunk, because you can sort of see where the landing light should be in the kind of in the middle. Left. No, in the middle between the two bits. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where the landing light should have been. Yeah. So either side of that, because this is accurate to the photo. I cut a small chunk out in the middle of the part, and then cut out a small ledge, if you like, that was about the same thickness as the copper foil. Yeah. Super glued it in. I think I did a little bit of blending with it with some filler, and then poked my finger in it.
Yeah,
and then
cool.
That's kind of how that happened. With the right on the edge, I think I got an old airbrush needle and teased a bit of a bigger hole into it.
Yeah,
with that one.
James, before we move on to the next piece, do you want to do comments?
Yeah, hang on. I've got to remember where we're from now. Model student, models, yay.
Yay! We're on to the models.
Metal medal, yellow, first red, 11,800K. Congrats, mate. Awesome. At 850, I'll keep working away.
Nice
That's
one.
obviously he's doing his own YouTube channel. Great fit and finish there. Moss is cool.
Yeah.
Moss deposit cool. Need some of that, lol.
Yes.
And Orion, an outstanding example of weathering and distressing an aircraft, Sully. Inspiring for all modelers. Agree totally, mate. Agree totally.
I've had that a few times recently. I still don't know what to do with that.
It's a grass model railway. I think it's just static. Static grass.
Yeah, which is pretty much the same. It's kind of the same. Yeah, static grass. So what I tend to do is I've actually painted the grass.
Yeah, I paint the grass.
Yeah.
So when I did the base for this, it was kind of after I'd actually finished the video. I decided to do it, so it's not in the video. I think it may be in a couple of the glamour shots, but it was something I did quite a bit afterwards. But if you watch any of Night Shift's videos on when he does vignettes and bases, that's exactly how I've done it. Copied it from that. So black it out, about 3 different shades of green. Spray airbrushing the dirt so it neatens it up a little bit. It's quite a simple thing. It's one of those things. It does take a little bit to figure it out because you want it to look right. I've done grass a few times recently, and it looks a bit shit, but it's kind of passable, kind of thing. Yeah,
well, Night Shift is he's sort of like the man I've learnt from, if you know what I mean, over the years.
Pretty much everything you see that I've done, pretty much has come from him. He's my idol. Basically, yeah. I've watched him since he started, which I didn't realise until when he went full time. That's when I realised I've actually watched him from the start, and I'm pleased to be one of the OGs, if you like, of his channel.
I haven't, not from the start, but I've been watching him for a lot of years, and went through his period where he had to stop and take a step back and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's for some people. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I've never really had a burnout like that for some reason. It might be the dyslexia, the ADHD, and the autism that keeps me going, I think. So, but I've not. I mean, I've had times where I've slowed down a little bit on a model because maybe it's not going that well. But I think there's only 2 models ever that I've pretty much stepped away and pretty much chucked them because they were just crap.
Is that obviously that's because of the model though?
Well, bad workman blames his tools, but yes. It's I've just not got on with the kit, and it's way more work than I think it needs to be. Not to say it's not doable. I mean, because one of my other favourite YouTubers at the moment is Greg's Models, and the stuff he does with old kids.
He's a great bloke he is.
I was gutted to find out he wasn't going to be at Telford this year, because I'd love to have met him. But I love watching this stuff.
I thought he'd gone up.
No, he was.
Up as well.
Yeah,
he did go up.
He did go up.
Did he?
Greg went up. Yeah.
I thought
he's got a video out on YouTube.
Hang on.
I wasn't sure if it was.
I think we're on the no. No, it's not Greg. It's Gary. No, it's not.
Gary stuff.
No, it's not Gary stuff. No, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to find it out because it's gonna wind me up
if it's Greg Model, because he did a submarine not long ago, an old submarine which had so much flash on it that I said to the lads that would have been out in the garden and I'd have burnt the bloody thing.
Sorry, I was right in the first place. It was Greg's.
Yeah, he went up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Because I thought
I was there. Go on.
I thought he said he was going to go because he was going away or something.
Yeah, he went
It
up
doesn't
there.
matter
and then
anyway.
went away.
I think you'll find that he planned it and it didn't happen. He was certainly planning on
okay.
going, but it didn't happen.
Didn't you go
Yeah.
up, Paul?
Don't think so, no. From what I remember,
Yeah.
no.
Because
I
the
think
video
you
was
went
there.
to tell-
Exact.
Yeah, I was there on the Saturday, and I thought I saw someone who looked a lot like him, but could have been anyone, to be honest. The only person I did see that I did recognise, because I was trying to keep a low profile from everybody else, was Clive from
Yeah,
Clive
that's
Models.
that's
I didn't
because
speak to him. I just saw him.
they put
Oh
you
yeah,
on
I glanced
drums.
Clive actually. Yeah.
They put you on drums instead of being lead fucking singer
Yeah.
for a reason. Right, so
Back of the room.
back in the fucking room, get rid of this boy. So let's just have a look. We're going to continue. Come on. What the fucking hell's that?
That's brilliant. That is. I love that one.
Yeah,
Absolutely love it.
class.
Why do what? Oh, the fuck wakes up and goes airfix, helicopter, chicken coop. I'll marry
brilliant.
that fucking pair up.
I'm a Sea King fan. I think that's savage. That's not a reflection on the work, but that's savage to me.
Come on,
So
explain.
when again, modern aircraft is not. I know this is not exactly a modern aircraft, but modern aircraft's not usually my thing. But again, spend a lot of time down Cornwall, go down to Caldrose a lot. I love the Sea King. So again, Airfix announces it. It's Airfix, the Gannet and the Sea King are so far the only two models I think that I've actually got ordered, bought as soon as they come out and worked on them as soon as they come, because it's not often manufacturers do release stuff that I'm particularly interested in at the time. Which most people would say that means it's a crap release. It's not, because a lot of them, Airfix in particular, the last couple of years have done some fantastic releases. None of it's my interest, but it doesn't mean they're crap models or releases.
Right.
So, but no. So when this come up, I'd actually put a poll out on the channel to say, do we do it as a working aircraft? Obviously, it would be very heavily weathered because the iconic exhaust stain down the side.
Yeah.
Or do I do it ready for scrapping? That was the original plan. A lot of my friends said, literally on the thing, saying, you know what you have to do, which obviously meant the scrapper one. But it was tight, and it just only ticked over as actually a working aircraft. But then friend of mine, James from To Boldly Go Model Works, because he has to have an awkward name, says, "Oh, why don't you turn it into a chicken coop?" That was it.
Way.
I was sold on it. I was sold on it. I was like, "Yep, that's that's what it's going to be."
So,
It's turned into things like sort of caravans and hotels and things.
Yeah, the glampers.
The idea of that to me is just completely savage, because I was brought up around Sea Kings and that sort of thing. The idea of that, doing that to an aircraft, to me is just savage. But your work explains it all. It is
somebody, funny enough,
amazing.
somebody, who was it? Jonathan Mock on his Facebook page shared it, and somebody says, "Oh, I wouldn't spend that much money and do that to it." I was like, "Well, I enjoyed it, so."
Your model.
I'll tell you what it is. It's sacrilege that has been executed formidably.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Agree.
I've got to ask, is it lit on the inside? Talk to us about the chicken, where the chickens roost kind of thing. Talk to us about that, Sul.
So I had to, it was difficult because I was hoping to find something in the real world that was similar to this. The best I found were buses, American school buses. So I kind of just sort of went off that and made it fit within the actual fuselage. So where you've got in the back, there's the roosting boxes.
Yeah.
So that's literally that simply is plasticard with seagrass cut up and stuck in.
Brilliant.
The little mesh thing was completely pointless because you can't see it.
Yeah.
Basically, that was the idea behind that. Was that side depends an angle that you look at it from, which is from the front.
Yeah.
because I've put lights in there. There's 2 lights in there. There's a warm white one and there's a red one. So I was sort of do it as like an incubator type,
Yeah.
newborn sort of thing. Because I didn't know what to do with the back end really. On the back wall, on this wall that we can't see from this side, is the just sort of like perched. So it's just what's the use for that? Not cocktail sticks, matchsticks.
Yeah.
To make little perch stands and stuff like that for it. But yeah, it's all badly lit up because I'm still working on wiring. Because at the time I didn't realise if you stick a red light with a bunch of white ones, it drains the most amount of power, so it doesn't last for very long. But for me, as long as it can last a show day, that's because it will never go on again, you know. So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So I'm still working on wiring and lighting and resistors and all that sort of stuff. But the ones I use for that are like micro LEDs, so like the really, really small ones. They're like 2 or 3 mil sort of size, which makes the wiring very difficult to handle sometimes. They break very easily.
Resin
Chickens
or
3D printed.
3D printed, yeah.
Yeah, I had. I'm going to drop names tonight because they helped me out.
Fine. No, you're fine.
Alex from Man's Model Moments. He 3D printed me the chickens. He gave me a selection of them, and I was quite pleased with them because I'm not very good at painting animals. It's something I've never really done, and again, spending a lot of time getting reference photos. They actually turned out quite good.
Yeah, they did.
So I was pleased with that. So yeah, but that now is actually on display at Airfix headquarters or Hornby headquarters at the Wonderland Museum. Yeah, with about three other models.
How did you get? How do you get that invitation?
So I know Dale, who's
Dale
his actual job title. Yeah. I forgot his actual job title, but
yeah, he's one of the
front bloke,
sales
the front guy, the front main guy. I, thanks to people like Moz, I've got to know him, and me and the missus were going down to Margate to have. Well, she was having a tattoo done, so I'd messaged Dale saying, "Look, I'm down your neck of the woods. If you fancy catching up for a brew."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Yeah, sweet." And then, sort of time and place and all that sort of business. And then just randomly sent me an email on the end of it saying, "Do you fancy having a couple of your builds on display in the museum?" And I was like, "Damn right I do." To get an offer like that, I was amazed. I was well over the moon with that. It was a massive milestone that I never thought I was ever going to put in the notch.
There are milestones. There's been published in a magazine.
This one is actually. Sorry, just remember that it's in the Airfix Club magazine.
Yeah, mate.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's an oldish one now. It's the 80th anniversary one.
Brilliant.
It's in that one.
Well done, mate.
Magazine. Thank you.
Come on, find it.
I got it. Probably could. I thought it was going to fold out because it's been creased open enough times. There you go. Double page spread as well.
Happy days.
Yeah, so as well stoked with that again.
Nice one.
Randomly asked. That was randomly asked.
Sometimes it's just luck of the draw, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, one of the goals I had set out was at some point in the future, if I can get something published into a magazine, it could be the most unknown magazine known to man that probably has 5 subscribers to it. Yeah. I'd have been happy with that. Yeah. But then they randomly contacted me about it because I think I must have. Oh no, I had. I sent it to Airfix again. Because if you send the models in, they sometimes they'll show them on their Facebook page. Yeah. And they've done that, and I think within a couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, something like that. I think because again, it was very close together. So they'd asked for a piece, and I says, "Well, what do you want?" Because I couldn't make a decision. And this is all the chicken coop. I was like, "Yeah, fine, I could do that for you, no problem."
Any questions on that, Mr. Taylor?
I guess you probably think you consider yourself that you've become one of the top modelers when you get your project printed in a magazine. You know, that's
I
top
no,
top
I,
brass,
s-
isn't it? Really.
I suffer with what they call imposter syndrome.
Mm.
I think we all do.
So
I think,
do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's great. I don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not necessarily. I've started probably doing a bit more these days, but I'm not necessarily one to boast about myself. But I've got myself in the A Club magazines.
Yeah,
What else
yeah.
can I
Yeah.
say? You
that kind of
know?
does it for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's,
James,
I mean,
one of those.
I'll
It's one of those the old things. I mean, we none of us like to blow our trumpet, but to quote Blackadder, he said, "You might as well. You could have fucking told us you had a trumpet."
yeah.
yeah. What have you got? I don't know if you're going to bring it up or not, Mark. Have you got the chipmunk in this lot or not?
I can just flick through.
Because it will
Da,
save me
da,
telling.
da,
I can tell the story later.
Let me bear with me. Lysander, a figure about Hunter. That's
Dorado.
your
That's
Arado.
Dorado.
No, I have not.
Okay, so the whole thing that's I kind of say I want to say kind of started getting me recognised in a kind of way. So the first sort of interaction I had with this sort of fame, if you want to call it, I can't think of a way of putting it with that.
It's right word. It's the right word.
No, I don't know. I felt like a right dickhead saying it.
No, it's
but
the right word.
No, mate. No, mate.
So I bought the chipmunk when it come out, and it got a small crack in the rear part of the windscreen. And I thought, well, I've got to make this look like it's supposed to be there. Now, the original option was I was going to make a tarpaulin using green stuff. But the process for doing it, which was, I mean, simple enough, is if you use baby powder and roll it like you're baking a pastry, you can thin it out to like an inch of its life, and it's really malleable. You can make it into tarpaulins and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I wasn't confident it was going to turn out good. So I thought, well, if that don't work, I've got to think of an option B, which was, well, it could be the start of somebody doing a restoration project. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked that version of it. So I'd stripped out instruments, drilled holes in where instruments should be, cut the belt buckles off. Because I think, no, I meant to buy a set, forgot to, found something else that was close enough to fill the gap. Cut those out. I'd got one panel is quite nice silver on it. Faded paintwork because it's the silver one with the yellow bands on it. So
Yeah.
a lot of the time the yellow fades out and it's just a white band underneath.
Yeah.
I did all that sort of stuff. Speed tape all over it, and I'd added a lot of people. A lot of the time, sometimes you'll see the odd comment saying there's not a bird's nest in it, because when I did that, I'd actually shoved a little bird's nest into the engine and made a couple of little eggs
Right.
to go inside of it, and so I was really chuffed with that because I thought it was funny. The best thing was, after doing all of this, once I painted it, you didn't notice the crack in it. So technically, it was a complete waste of time, but it was good fun doing it that way because it was it was different, as well. Because I try with the channel as well. It's difficult to be different, but doing stuff like these type of builds, because this is the chipmunks what started it all off.
Yeah.
And it's snowballed from that. But I thought I've got to try and because if you've got 10,000,009 other people building the same model, we'll say in the same scheme, they're all pretty much going to be the same.
They're all the same.
Kind of, in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you get to my absolute mess.
It's different. It's unique.
It's different. That's what I try and do. I've kind of created a niche within a niche, which actually, this is where it makes it difficult for me sometimes getting the views, because a lot of people and it's fine because we all have our own preferences. He's having a relatively clean model, and a lot of people don't like the way I destroy him, as has been put before.
Yeah, it's not destroying; it's artistic license.
Well, it is, but the way other people see it, that's fine because, like I said, not everybody likes the same sort of stuff I like. That's the way the world works, really, isn't it?
And nobody has to either.
Exactly. So a friend of mine showed it to Michael Clegg, who does the On the Bench blog.
We know Cleggy.
Yeah. He'd seen that and asked basically for me to get in touch to do an article on it. So did the article and thought nothing. Saw it on the website, thought nothing else of it. Until a friend texted me. I was at work. I saw the message saying, "You've pissed some people off," and a link.
Yeah.
And because I never thought, for some reason, I never thought it was going to go to social media. I don't know why I didn't think that, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I was laughing all the way before I even got there. Opened it up, massive mixed bag of people loving it, people sort of not their thing but appreciate what I've done, and then everybody else that hates it.
Why?
And it's, well, a lot of them, and it's the classic, because I've had it with a previous build when I did my Golf 4 Tornado, because they flew them, the Chipmunk in this case.
Yeah.
They never let them get like that, which they don't. The Chipmunk is probably one of the most pristine aircraft going, but there still will be muck on it. I can guarantee, if you look hard enough, there'll be muck on it.
Yeah.
But obviously not to the level. Exactly, not to the level that I have it. And one of them, and this is, funny enough, is the best comment I've ever had. And because the Chipmunk with this comment is also on display at Airfix.
Oh.
The comment says, rough, I can't remember exactly to the exact wording, but the guy says, "I like my models historically accurate," which, if you weather them right, it is. He says, "Don't know why everyone has to weather them these days like this. I like to be historically accurate. Something not like this aborted model, sorry." So, ever since that, the Chipmunk is now known as the abortion.
Right.
Okay. And I know it's like, technically he's a hate comment, but he's actually one of the best comments I've ever had, because I don't think I've ever pissed anybody off so much to get something like that.
How do you deal with criticism?
Shrug it off.
I don't care. I'd say I don't care. I do care a little bit, but don't get me wrong. I want all the comments saying you're the best person in the world type sort of thing. You know what I mean? But you know, so but if anybody watches and anybody fancies, you know, having their own sort of like Facebook pages, YouTube, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. You've got to be prepared that people are not going to like your work. They're going to think it's shit, and they're going to tell you it's shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, particularly with YouTube, because I have a lot of fun with this, particularly with when I'm on some of my other friends' channels, when somebody says, you know, "Oh, you're an assembler, you're a shit modeler, this, that, and the other," I'm going, "Oh, you know, you seem to be a really, you know, really good modeler." "Oh, you've got no content to prove that."
Yeah.
Because of course, keyboard warrior, basically.
Yeah. The thing is, it doesn't matter how much you do or what you do, what subjects you do. You cannot please everybody. You're always going to piss somebody off.
It's not. I'll just interject. It's not about that. What you find, Aid, is you get one mediocre comment, and then somebody will latch onto that, and then the next one is progressively worse, worse until 6 or 7 down the line, and then they're proper having a go. And it's same as what Sully says. It's, "Show me your work then. Why aren't you got a fucking YouTube channel? Crack on, lads."
Yeah, exactly. You know,
I kind of, you know, not that we like bad comments like that at all, but when it is just constantly like, on the odd occasion, it's kind of nice to see one that's maybe constructively criticism.
Oh yeah, I welcome.
Because it makes us all kind of realise, well, we're not all perfect, and nor should we try to be. I mean, you know, the ultimate goal is, you know, as the Red Arrows always call it, éclat. It's pursuit of excellence.
Yeah.
That's what we always want to try and achieve with our builds, but it doesn't always work out like that way. And so if someone picks it up, well, so be it. Shrug it off and move on.
But
'Cause
that's why I
I
said
did have-
earlier. Do you think I've pinnacled? What happens if I can't replicate what I've been doing?
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got to. I don't think I've got to worry about that. I don't. Well, I hope not. I've got quite a few plans for this year for a few disasters, if you like.
You know, when you
So
pick
I've got-
a kit up now, do you think, how can I? Because effectively, 5 minutes ago, you said, because of your uniqueness and people, 10,000 people buy this kit, and you're going to be number 10,000 because 9,999 they're gonna either build it factory fresh or a little bit weathered, and Sully's going to put it on a grass base where some foxes fucking running out of it or something like that. When you look at a kit now before you buy it, are you consciously thinking, how can I do this different?
No. So well, no, not really. Actually, it kind of depends. Really, I haven't got really sort of process in a way. Because like I said earlier, I will build what I fancy building at the time. So that's what, again, another struggle I have, because my content isn't technically up to date.
Yeah.
People don't necessarily flock, because if I did like Gary's stuff, for example, he's very up to date. He builds a lot of up to date models, and if that was me, that would kill me off personally. Obviously, he's doing right because he's still doing it.
Yeah.
And if that's what he enjoys doing, fair play to him. And he's done really. I mean, he started after me, and I think he's at least double my number in subscriptions. So fair play to him. I'm jealous of him. I don't hate him for it, but I'm jealous of him for it.
Yeah.
But so I do struggle with it that way. But no, I think because like I said, I spend about 80% of the time research, and so I've got it's fallen behind now because of a couple of other builds which I'll mention. But at Avon, everyone sure picked up the Meng Mark V tank with full interior.
Yeah.
And knowing full well, kind of actually probably not a good example actually, because I knew full well I wanted to like the interior and show it off. But I've spent a lot of time. Again, it's a harder one because it's World War One and there's not enough photos, so I've picked the worst bloody model I can think off the top of my head. But I'll look at reference photos, try and find, where does oil come from, because you can guarantee oil will come from nowhere that you'd expect it to.
Yeah.
How does it chip? What bits get knocked around the most? Where do I need to pay more attention to weathering? So, kind of around the front edge of the sponsons at the top and bottom, they'll probably get hit more because of either low grained or because it's a front-facing area. It'll get knocked about a bit. Where does the mud sit? How does it fall? All that sort of stuff. If it's an aircraft, I'll be looking at, how badly damaged does it get on the walkways? Where does oil come from on that again? Do you get exhausts? Soot marks from spent cartridges, or do you get it? The soot around the barrels, all that sort of thing. I'll look at all that because I will do my best to get it as historically accurate as I possibly can get it. Sometimes with some artistic license on that.
On the back of that, do you think? And I know what I think. Do you think that again we're going to use that 10,000 figure? You get 10,000 modelers building a kit, right? And the majority of them are going to weather it exactly the same, aren't they? They're going to use the same techniques. They're going to either black base it, panel line it. They're going to use the steel masks where you can paint the sort of random shapes, then put a colour on top, then weather it, then stain it. Do you think? It sounds to me like you're trying to get away from the generic model that all the rest of us are going to showcase.
No, I will probably tend, because a lot of the stuff I've learned, again, it will go back to night shift every single time, and Plasmo actually. I kind of do the same as what they do because it works for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes stuff gets sort of modified that works better for me because I know how to handle that particular product better, or I just found a way that I can do the same. Say, like for chipping example, I can do the same chipping as the way they do it, but I've got a different route
Yeah.
to it. I would, in respect to that sort of thing, I don't. It's more of the finish I try and make as different as possible.
Yeah.
But you can guarantee mine will be the heavier weathered to what anybody else will do it. I mean,
Cool.
for a good example, probably is my Defiant. So everybody's either going to do that in black or day fighter markings.
Yeah.
So I choose to do both on the same model.
Right.
Because I found a photo, a very good photo of, I forgot the registration off the top of my head, but of a Defiant that originally was a night fight, a day fighter, and then was badly hurriedly painted, wasn't primed or stripped of its previous coat, and over time all that paint fell off, and I copied all the chipping pretty much to an almost exact T on that one as well.
Yeah.
Give or take a few bits, but generally it was the same. So, and I can guarantee at the moment, I'd like to guarantee at the moment, I should say, that I don't think anybody else has probably done the same. Or if there has, it's probably only if there is, there's probably only going to be a couple of other people. And then, but they might not necessarily be people that do stuff like YouTube. So in a roundabout way, I might be the only person that does it. So if I can fall within that category, I'm the only person that's done it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That makes me a little bit happier that way, because you can guarantee there's at some point somebody will do the same as what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or I've had an idea of doing something. Somebody else has probably already done it.
Yeah.
But if there's a massive gap, if it's a case of somebody's already done it, if there's a 15 to 20 year gap of them doing it and me doing it, then I'll do it because it's particularly for YouTube. If they've done a video on it 15 years ago, my video will be newer and there's a better chance of that being shown over there. Potentially, anyway. Depends on who the modeler is, I suppose. But there's a potential that mine might take over in that way.
Just sort of following on to with what you do, the way you present your models, do you find that products today that have come along over the last probably 10 or 15 years have made it easier for you to achieve the results that you want?
I think a lot of it has. I mean, stuff like, particularly, I know it's not the same in a way, but like stuff like photo etch, I don't think there's not a model in the last at least 6 years that hasn't got some form of photo etch in it. I've usually bought it afterwards. Products wise, they have been getting better, but I've been trying to move away from them a little bit. So at one time I'd have an absolute shed load of enamel products, mainly because, and it's the same reason why everybody does it, and the companies know this, is that it's already done for you.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So you just like the moss, for example, the moss. There you go. I need some moss. There's a bottle that does moss for me.
Yeah.
Job's a good one.
Yeah.
What I've started to do now, because I'm having a lot more fun with them, is I'm actually using artist oils instead.
Oh yeah.
But I've had to start to learn colour theory a little bit, and how paints mix and the colours, because I'm shit at that. But I'm getting better because I've forgotten his name now. Scale modelling Calf. He'd done a fairy aircraft, and it's gone out of my head. Firefly, I think it was, and he'd done, I think it was like a particular oil stain he'd done, oil leak, and it's like a greeny yellow colour.
Right.
And I'd asked him how he'd done it, and he says basically use yellow, green, and brown. I was like, sweet. So I played around with that for a bit, and then I've got the colour I need. So I just have to hope the next time I do it, because I don't I don't really do anything by ratio. So if anybody asks me, oh, how did you get that particular colour, which I'll get onto later with, because you said the Urado's there, I could not tell you how many drops of X paint I've used. I've just wasted a shit ton of paint trying to make the colour I want a lot of the time. If it's good enough, I'll bottle it, but a lot of the time it's just a small bit, but there's a lot of it and it's no good for anything else. But oils, particularly at the moment, this year in particular, I've gone very heavy with them. I did do one model I tried to use to do the exhaust smoke with a reasonable finish on it. But yeah, I'm trying to use them more because they're also a lot cheaper and they'll last a lot longer as well.
They last a long time as well.
Oils, you know.
And with oils as well, when you've done it and you've made a pig's ear of it, you can just wipe it off and start again, sort of thing. If you
pretty much, yeah.
James, are we going to have some comments and see what the people are saying?
Yes, mate. I'm just getting there now.
Come on then.
I was just waiting for Sully to stop so he could have a drink of water.
I thought it was waiting to shut the fuck up.
No, we have the same problem with Mark. Don't worry. John Weisner, he's one of our friends. I believe he won. He won something at Telford, didn't he, this year?
Yeah, did well, did John.
Yeah, well done, John. I remember Sully's display on the Black Rifle table at Telford. Awesome work.
That was last year. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was last year. That was with the West Midlands Police this year. But yeah, not a copper. Never been a copper.
Is the backstory of the pilot crashed it and it became a chicken farmer? That's the helicopter.
The farmer just happened to have a bit of money, so he bought a helicopter for his chickens to stay in.
Nice one.
Farmer's got loads of money anyway.
Yeah.
I love his type of dial work. Awesome, Sully. That was model student. Ian, I don't mind constructive criticism where I can learn from, but criticism for the sake of slagging off a model is irrelevant and engorging.
Yeah, it can be entertaining. Basically, I've seen some of it absolutely hilarious. You know, you think, mate, go and touch some grass.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's the same with anything. It doesn't have to be modelling. It's these keyboard cowards, as I call them. They sit home in their underpants and they can spout as much shit as they want anonymously, basically.
Yeah. I'm a disaster on wheels. This is a model student again. Miracle if what I attempt even works, and it's always pretty well first time. I've tried everything I can. That should be historically accurate. Historical accuracy, not yet. I'm learning that pouring over reference photos and stuff does help immensely. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I think
it's a big part of my. It's a massive part of my process.
Yeah,
every build will be.
Yeah. There's one for you, Mark. Good old Dino.
I need to just interject there, gentlemen, if I can. Dino, long-term great friend of mine. Did so that I give him a shout today. 1 hour 13 minutes into the stream. Love this guy immensely. Absolutely superb. I'm older by 10 years and I ache and I can't bend as much. And this bastard's had my pants down today, literally. He's been up to my shed. Great friend. He's dropped me off a new unit. He's done some diffusing on my lights to try and sort of like dim the lights down a bit because I've got the shine on my fucking head. He's a
he don't want to shout out. That's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But listen. Before we move on, Dino, you absolutely mean the world to me and my family. We love you loads, mate. So thank you for everything.
And
Who's
by the way, tomorrow I need a hand doing this and this and this and this.
Go on. Yeah,
Hello,
no.
Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Charlie's
Charlie.
awful. What's she said? I can't see there.
She says hello from Durham.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's
She's
my
got
daughter.
school and she can't spell it.
Bless her. Yeah, come on, Charles. Fucking hell. Yeah, mate. Great.
There you go. What are you after next?
I know what she wants. She wants Mark to send her some fish and chip money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. So, moving on. We're going to keep moving on. Oh, James, did you get me message?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it is, mate. It's on the floor. It keeps falling off.
Yeah. Okay, sort that out. Right. So, special guest tonight. Obviously, we are an hour and 15 minutes in. Is everybody still okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
Fully still okay.
I'm alive, I think.
Happy days. We're sharing now. I don't know what it is. This is
Haven't embarrassed you yet, Sully.
Let's go. What we got here?
High end. I forgot its official. It's KI. I want to say KI 67. It's a high end. I think they call it. Or the Allies call it high end. Japanese fighter. It's just one I wanted to have a bit of a go at.
Yeah, it stuck out.
That
to
one
me,
is
mate,
not
because of the paint scheme on it.
That's so another thing this one was, but pretty much 10 times out of 10, I will never do whatever the box art is. For the same reason I said earlier, everybody else is going to do that version, so I will find a scheme from somewhere else. But I wanted to push my airbrushing skills a little bit further on this, so I bought this one. So that's all the mottling. Actually, all the markings are, apart from the white tail flashing, everything is airbrush painted. So the blue bands, the rising sun.
Flag on there.
That's nice.
So it's only that marking on the tail. That's the only decal I think I used on that one there.
Yeah.
Everything else was airbrushed.
What we got here? This is up the boys' avenue.
Brendan Carrier.
Yeah, it's Dengon Carrier.
Universal Brendan Carrier. Yeah, very nice.
It's just a bit of fun.
Like
That
the
one was
daffodils
really.
or whatever they are.
Got a couple of them in the stash. They're cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get the 3D printed tracks you can get for them. I forgot who they did now. I mentioned it in the video, but I've forgotten who it was. Absolute shite. They don't fit the model properly. Really brittle. Half the reason this got very heavily weathered was to hide the disaster I made on the tracks.
Okay, mate.
No surprises where you got the references for this for.
I've got questions for this.
Right. Before we
I
move
can guarantee I will be able to answer none of them.
Before we move on, can I just ask one question? Because there's loads of models here. There's 170 videos on your stream. Apart from obviously blowing one's own trumpet and saying, where do you keep all these models? Are they on display in your house? Don't say half of my fucking stash is down in Airforce Museum, like some kind of tit.
Most of it's in the loft.
It's all in loft.
Yeah, so not all of it. I've got a couple of display cases. Our house, when we bought this house, has got a garage, so we had it converted for my needs. I've got a couple of display cases, but because we've got the fridge in here, because it doesn't fit in the kitchen until we get that done, it takes a bit of space. But partly because the amount I can build or have built over the last few years at a ridiculous rate, I actually have an issue with actual built models, not stash. So a lot of them, after the last couple of shows that I've done, that's with my clubs, which is the West Midlands Police Car Modelling Club, it was just easy for a lot of them just to shove them in the loft. Plus the fact a lot of them were some of the older ones I've done, so I tend to usually keep the newer ones
Yeah.
in the display cases that I've got got in here at the moment.
How old
Yeah,
is your
yeah.
How old is your oldest model that you've got that you built? Is it 10-year old or what?
The oldest model I've when did the first Airfix Wellington come out?
Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell, man.
That's my first model I built on my own, and I've still got it.
Wow.
No.
Do you ever sell any of your models, or do you do commissions?
I've done commissions in the past. I haven't done any for the last couple of years, mainly because of moving house and then other issues that I've had going on. I've done a few. I have done a few commissions, which some of I've been very reluctant to let them have because I did too good a job of it. The one particular one was the F4 Hellcat.
We're coming up to that.
Banger of it. Oh, he's on the absolute banger of a build, and I wish I never had to. I wish I never done it as a commission.
Hey, did you have a question about this particular piece on screen?
Yeah, I mean, I like this. I think it's really different because I mean, obviously the TSR2 was never painted in the Swedish Splinter camo or the forest camo, but as I wouldn't say aficionado of Swedish jets, but I live in Sweden and I do a lot of Swedish aircraft. And the only thing you've done a brilliant job because you've done the masks yourself, but I will say they're the wrong colours for the Swedish aircraft.
Yeah, yeah. I just eyeballed what looked closest to what I had.
I do think it's a brilliant job doing it by hand because I mean I obviously when I do my Splinter camos on my aircraft I use masks if I can.
Yeah, it was a nightmare because obviously, so the reason I did it is because when I was looking for replacement decals for it.
Yeah,
obviously there were the old ones. Because I was actually just going to do it in the standard sort of RAF marking, but I couldn't find any of the relevant decals to go with it. But then I found this one set that got, I think it was 2 French markings, 2 Canadian markings, and this one. But there was like one profile picture of it. So I did actually see somebody else do one in the 72nd because it's the 48 scale one. I think I used a Draken. I think I used to copy the markings from.
Vegan, yeah.
It was just something I just so I could get an idea of how they did the camo because that's the first time I've ever done a Swedish camo. I'd like to do a Draken, Swiss one in their markings, but
I've done probably 90% of the Swedish jet aircraft.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I just love it's TSR2, and you don't see many of them.
No, I don't like them.
It's a great build, and I'm not a great lover of the aircraft, but it really took my eye because it was done in the Splinter camo or the Swedish.
Again, like I says, I try and do things different. I wasn't. Yeah. I mean, somebody actually gave me that kit because I wouldn't have bought it. Because again, it's the TSR2 to me. It's a lovely shape. Because we've got one that was actually never flew, but was due to fly 2 days after the cancellation. And we get a lot of fanatics that come for it. TSR2, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yours is the most complete one. There's only 2 of them. Yours is the most complete.
It is, yeah. But what I say to people, what I think it winds them up a little bit. The only thing that TSR proved was it could fly. And the engines were good enough to go into Concorde.
Yeah.
On paper, it was the dogs. Yeah. But none of it was proven. So I know it's going to upset a few, the diehard fans, and
the whole thing was
I'll take the hit for it.
Took off. It was just a formality by the time it flew.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was a bit like the Lightning. There was a lot of political debate around the TSR2 as well, from what I can.
Was there a change of governments as well when it was one government commissioned it and it got cancelled?
I think a lot of it was one of the main ones I've heard. It basic long and short of it scared the Americans and they didn't like it. So they were like, you either scrap it, or we want all our war bonds and what you owe us for the war.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Or
There was
we'll
a
go
lot
to
of
war over it with you, because they wanted us to have the F-111s.
That's right. Yeah, Americans were pushing the F-111 at the time, and then by that time, the Buccaneer had come about for the Navy.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes, sir.
drummer out of Duran Duran. Did you know that, Sol?
No, I don't. Well, it was the first I heard of it when I last went to his club meeting.
Yes, mate. Of course. It's world famous, you know. Sang with Simon Le Bon. Andy, one of your favourite aircraft on the screen at the moment?
It is indeed.
It is indeed. Sol, what we got?
Tammy's F-14 Tomcat. Again, 48. Beast of a kit. Again, it was a box art one, but the only reason for doing that was actually out of like a childhood reminiscing, because I had a die-cast model of this one.
Yeah.
And when I saw it was on the box, I was like, and it to be fair, it's probably the best scheme.
Yeah, Jolly Roger.
Really. Yeah.
You're going to ruffle my feathers there, mate.
Yeah. The kit's, I've never built the kit, primarily because I'm a tight twat and I won't pay 90 quid for a 1 in 48.
It is expensive, but it's a beautiful kit.
Lovely kit. Absolutely.
Details fantastic and everything.
Yeah.
I did buy up the undercarriage, all the undercarriage upgrades, the exhaust were upgrade, which was a waste of time. And I think the seats were upgrades as well on that.
Cool.
Is the undercarriage resi kit or?
Can't remember now.
So I can't remember now. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. It might be, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's a few companies have done landing gear for the Tamiya kit.
What we got here? The mini art panel van. That was again just some fun. This one I had it in my head that I wanted to sort of make a kind of, I don't know, some random war vehicle kind of thing made up, not related to anything in the slightest. I kind of wanted to sort of rat rod it a little bit, but the closest I got to really rat rodding it was just not putting an engine on it.
Rat Rod World War II. I love it.
Yeah,
it's a nice idea to kind of take that idea of the old sort of nose art on the old World War II bombers and actually put it into a vehicle.
Yeah.
So,
it is actually.
I take it that was your inspiration.
I like that. I do like that.
Not right now. It's just. I got some spare decals. I remember having that one lying around. I thought that'd be quite good to have down the sides. Nice, big, imposing.
Yeah, it's worked. It's worked.
Cool.
It has worked.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Paul, what's your take on that, mate?
Very nice. I think I've got this mini art. I've got the similar one.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'll be putting a Rudy lady on mine, but
Have you noticed the graffiti in the bottom quarter of that back panel?
Yes. Yeah, I can't. That's as
We're cancelled. We're cancelled.
We're a family show.
I put that into competition, and that was the reason it didn't get anything.
Really?
Never.
Really?
Yeah, it was fine. I put stuff in to see what it does. I don't care. I'm not worried
Just
about
to see what the reaction is.
Yeah. It's probably it's actually one of the only few ones that actually hasn't placed that I've put in so far. Actually,
I love that.
Well, keep your comments coming in, boys and girls. Keep your comments coming in for Sol. If you've got any questions that you want to ask, please fire away. What we got next?
So Jadlam a couple of years ago did just like a massive group build. I've forgotten what the reason was. I think it was just to get rid of the kit. I think because they got loads of them. I think if I remember right, it's a Mark 9. No, it's not Mark 9. Is it? Is it Mark 12? Mark 12 Spit. I just obviously try and do something different, and the inspiration for that was Blue from Jurassic Park, or Bluey from Jurassic Park. Or
right.
it's called.
No, the dinosaur. Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Raptor.
Raptor.
The Raptor, yeah.
So all the markings are all related to the Raptor. The tail is based on the Jeep,
Ah,
on the Jeep
Oh,
Jeeps, not the
yeah.
not the one that they go, the touring Jeeps, the park Jeeps. That's the one I was after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Cool.
Yeah, this one.
Come on.
nice.
So yeah, I'd done a commission for a friend at work who actually wanted this kit building. And when he asked for payment, he says just buy me the kit because I wanted to do it. Already had it in my head because a lot of time I kind of have the finished part of the video in my head, so like the glamour shots and all that sort of stuff. And how I want it to go. Sometimes I have that in the back of my head already. So for this one in particular, I wanted to. I'd found a recording or a group of recordings of Lancaster crews actually on the raids, and I wanted to use that in the video. So what the main thing I wanted to do is to make it look like it was in flight, because this is the HK kit.
Yeah.
It doesn't come with the Bombay doors. It comes with like a work trestle stand.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Also, they only do it at the 100th raid of S for Sugar, which S for Sugar continued on for quite a bit afterwards. Because if you look at the bombing run, all the bombing runs there, they're neat up until you get to where the medals awarded. And because that's Goering's quote, that is, that no enemy will fly over the Reich. None of the bomb raids after that are perfectly painted right afterwards. Because the sort of story behind that was that because they wanted to publicise that aircraft as a morale boost.
Yeah.
Her original nose art was a big chesty lady with nothing on, which obviously I don't think the sun was particularly a thing at the time. So that wasn't going to wash very well. So they repainted it to the full bomb runs that they completed. Hence why they're all neatly placed. But the later ones, they're not. So I managed to get a friend had very kindly gave me some Bombay doors. Also gave me some figures that go into it, which are unfortunately unavailable because the bloke that did a short run of them. But I think somebody else at the moment is doing figures for the kits. But that one I also lit up as well, which was an absolute nightmare. So it's got a lot of red lighting in it. I had to actually put on two battery packs just to make life easy and not understanding electric. So there's a couple of red ones in the right places. There's one in the Bombardier's position, pilots and engineers, and I think there's one further back. I'd also made up the Navy's light, so he's got a proper lamp with the white light in. And I did put white lights up the front in front of the pilot, which is not accurate, but that was more for aesthetic reasons than accuracy. But if you watch the video, I was quite chuffed with myself with it because I actually managed to recreate a lot of the recording that you can't actually hear.
Yeah, the video.
The recording.
Really,
have you seen that one?
Yeah, it's really effective.
The actual recording of that is all recorded through not throat mics, the mask mics.
Yeah.
Which, if you listen to the actual recording of, you can only just hear the sound of the engines and the flak. Underneath. It's very faint. So then I spent, I don't know how long on my breaks trying to find a form of recording of engines, which I managed to find an ASMR video. The hardest part was the flak. So what I did for that was I found Distant Thunder, which sounds just about right, and I think the other one was Artillery, I think. But there's a bit in the video where in the recording, sorry, one of the guys says, "Oh, they're basically they're targeting their aircraft a little bit more."
Yeah.
Or that section of the formation. So just before that, I actually raised the volume of the thunder, distant thunder, to make it sound like and fit in with the video. It took me ages to get all that done. Took me longer than probably making the model and the video. But again, there's been a lot of builds that I've had. It's stuff like that I've had in mind for the end of the video.
Yeah,
there was one build. There was one build I did once. It was an abandoned car with a telegraph pole and a tree. All that came from when I was on holiday in Somerset somewhere. Outside the house that we're stopping in, had a telegraph pole with a little box, a junction box, and a light on it. And then everything followed after that. For some reason, it's just a random thing. So,
James, have we got some comments on Cocky?
Yes, yeah, we have. Right, Adam Johnson, what kit, scale, and manufacturer would you build again, and why?
Oh, we like this one.
Well, as I said earlier, 48th is God scale. Pretty much Edards. They tend to do most of the stuff that I like. I like the fact that they do the Profi packs.
Yeah.
Profi editions, because I'm a sadist and I love doing photo etch.
Yeah.
Or anything that makes my life a lot more harder than it needs to be.
I have a question. Sully.
Go on.
And it's a question that gets asked to pretty much every member of the group or whatever. Money, no object. What kit would you have?
I've forgotten
what
who
would
makes
be your
it.
dream kit?
I've forgotten who makes it, but the is it Greta, the twin rail artillery?
Oh, Garrett. Yeah, the Garrett.
The big gun.
No, the Dora.
The Dora, that's it. Sorry, it's
Dora.
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 Yeah,
I'd
that's
love to do that
Fred Hood.
Good
Fred
choice.
Hood's got it in 35th.
Obviously in 35th scale.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But,
I would love to do that.
You've got right. So it's different. Back in the day when we did a lot of Spotlight Stars, the question is, if I'm a manufacturer, Tamiya, Revel, whatever, what kit? Money's no object. You say, I want this manufacturer to build me this kit in this scale. No, you'll get edition 0001. What extras are you having? What do you want? That's what he's asking.
Holy Grail build.
The Holy Grail build. What? No.
I don't think I've really got one, to be honest with you, because
I win.
Because again, like I says, Edards for me, because Edards my usual go-to. They tend to do more of what I like anyway.
Big Edward fan.
So ICM is another one that I've got. Has done a few kits that I plan to build.
Yeah, good choice.
All right, what subject then, Sully? What subject and scale? I mean, absolutely congratulations on the Dora for 135. But if money was no object, what is your ultimate subject? What would be your favourite subject? King Tiger, Tiger Tank. What's?
I can't.
If you could have any kit right now,
what would it be?
Generally, I don't know. Because I'm not overly fussed.
I tell you what. Let's shout out a few suggestions. How about the 32nd scale Buccaneer? How about the 32nd scale Jaguar?
Nice.
I'd do the Buccaneer because
you know what I mean?
I've got one.
Thinking outside the box. I suppose the question should be a kit that you'd really desire that's not yet available.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I still haven't got an answer for you. I know what you mean. I haven't. I generally I can't really. Because the thing is, for start, Airfix is doing the 24 scale 109. I'm a 109 boy. So I suppose they've already done it.
Well,
Really?
I know for a
Yeah.
fact that Airfix are definitely going to be bringing all their old school 24 scales out. They're going to
I
end up
think they will.
redoing all of them.
Yeah, I
The
think so.
Mustang, the Focke-Wulf,
Arguably.
Stuka.
Because people have said
Next, I reckon.
they're not going to redo them because they've already done them. But if you look at the Spitfire and the 109,
Beautiful.
Exactly.
they're both. But the difference between the two of them is they're both different marks.
Yeah.
So originally they did the Mark 1 and Mark 5 and the E Series 109. The Spits that they brought out is, correct me if I'm wrong, so I'm going to, is it the 8 and 9?
It's an 8 and a 9.
8 and 9.
Yeah.
And then this one's the 109's a G Series.
Yeah.
So they on a sort of technicality, they're completely different. So I reckon with if they bring the Mustang, they might bring out the Razorback instead.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
if it was the Hurricane, probably be the Sea Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hey, James, can
I
we
had
go to
a-
comments
I had
and have
an
a quick look?
I
Yeah.
had an email. I had a quick email this morning to say that mine's being shipped to Monday, my 109.
Tidy.
No, good.
Nice.
Go on then, James. What we got?
We have a real Lancaster here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It flies
Ooh.
over me regularly. Also go to the museum here to photo it and others.
Nice.
Fear with that one, isn't it?
I don't have the kit yet though.
Oh,
Got to buy one.
Parcels arriving back in a
back in a minute, yeah.
back in a minute. I would have thought. Adam Johnson, 124 GR3 Harrier, fully detailed with 3D printed parts.
That would be
Nice.
That would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gorgeous.
And the last
Delicious.
one is our Rob. Look at Pete Oxley review on the 109. He's not happy chappy.
Oh,
When is he?
yeah, I'm going to say, yeah.
Oh, I'm
When
glad
is
you
it?
said that.
Yeah,
What we got here?
I know that
Yeah.
aeroplane.
Anson. Avro went, that took me a second, that one did. Yeah, Avro Anson.
Is there enough glazing in that fucking
Yeah,
thing?
it's
or what?
a
Oh,
flying greenhouse,
Christ.
isn't it?
Yeah, I broke some of it. There was a bit of a thing going at the time because previously, because this come after the Lancaster, because I had an issue with the wiring of the Lancaster, I had to peel the canopy off, which was going quite nicely up until the last little bit, and for some reason I sort of clenched my hand a little bit more than I should have done, and absolutely shattered the canopy into about 7 different pieces. And then I did the same. So funny if it's that side of the glazing, I was clean because I get quite greasy hands. So nowadays when I mess with clear parts, I'm always wearing gloves now. I hate wearing gloves to work with, but glazing parts I've got to wear gloves now because they just look a mess. So I was just trying to clean it up with a microcloth, and it bent and snapped.
Hang on a minute. Paul's just got a fucking hard on.
Paul's
Are you
going to
ready,
clean
Paul?
his pants in a minute.
Are you ready, Paul? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
See, now-
What we got?
That's the
I've got
RFM
this
kit
vid-
as well, isn't it?
I don't want any spoilers because I've got this video lined up to watch over the weekend.
Yeah, you need to watch it, Paul, as well. It's brilliant, mate. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
I
nothing-
know.
There's nothing
I
really to
need
spoil on
the
it.
King Target.
Yeah, right.
So I was lucky with that. This one I was lucky because this one's done very well for me as a video.
No
I've got
spoilers,
knowledge
Sully. No spoilers.
How many views on this one?
1 second. I can
Oh,
tell
hang
you.
on, I'll tell you. Hang on, I'll tell you. Just hang
Who
on.
gets there first?
43,000.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, that's immense.
Normally
Yeah,
my
it's
viewership's
just-
usually about
It's
1,000
one
or
of those
2.
kits, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was fortunate because Nigel from Nigel's Modelling Bench gave me this kit to do.
Nigel
because-
Frampton gave you a fucking kit.
Yeah,
He
he
did,
probably
yeah.
not given it in the first place.
Well, it started
he did.
fucking 3/4 of the way
No.
through.
No, so he got that for because this one's the basic version,
Yeah.
and he also got the what do they call it, advanced
The
version.
interior. Yeah, the
Yeah.
interior
No,
version.
wasn't the interior because they've done. Well, they're supposed to have done 3. There's the basic version,
Yeah,
the advanced version with extra PPE, extra PE and resin parts and single link tracks.
breakable tracks and suspension, isn't it?
Because this one's just link and length. And the other, the interior kit was supposed to be a separate thing altogether. So you could have the option, because I've done their interior kit ones before, absolutely amazing. But it's a lot of money for that kit. If you don't, if you want to build that kit, but you don't want to build the interior, it's a lot of money to buy the kit as well. You know what I mean? So, I don't like link and length tracks. I found out. I'd sooner do individual. Again, I'm a sadist. I prefer doing individual links. The only thing that you'll need to alter on that tank is the hang positions of the spare tracks, because they've done it for the version.
I've flicked through your video, so I flicked through the video. I was like, oh yeah, I'm aware of that.
They've just done it They've done it for the version that had interchangeable link tracks. These are all handed, so the hangers for them are all nearly all in the wrong position. I slightly modded them, but I didn't. It's not very noticeable.
What's with the white dot filter? Is that just something that they did?
Camouflage camo.
It's an ambush scheme.
Ambush camo.
Ambush scheme.
Ambush.
Ambush.
Yeah.
Ambush.
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 Am I saying it in fucking Swahili?
It's meant to give the impression.
No, you're saying it in fucking Yorkshire, you fucking
ambush.
Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
Yeah. Cheers.
You're saying it in fucking Tina Turner fucking language.
Not that fucking nutbush.
Anyway, yeah, man.
It was a beautiful kit. I really enjoyed that one, actually. It was very
quick, man.
Quick
Don't,
build,
like
really.
I said, no spoilers. I'll be watching that over the weekend.
Okay.
It's going in my shopping basket.
This is another Airfix.
Lancer.
Yeah.
So again, I was trying to find some interesting weathering patterns for it, and then I found a photo of one with a pair of 20mm Hispano cannons on it.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There.
So I thought I'm going to do that version because nobody else is going to do it. It's not totally accurate, but it's close enough.
It suits it though.
Yeah,
It was a squadron was trialed with them. It basically the point of that was to it was anti-invasion, but the only problem with it is the fact that you've only got 30 rounds in a magazine for a Hispano, I think.
Yeah.
That's not going to get. It's not going to get you very far, is it? You know, and especially the Hispano's been a bit shit at the time.
That's kind of right up my alley, that is, because I like things that are slightly different. You know, when you find aircraft, or doesn't matter whether it's aircraft, tanks, or whatever, but things that have done trials with something that's never really made it to the front line.
Yeah.
And so you present that at a show or in a group, and they'll say, "I haven't seen that before." Well, that's
exactly. That's it. Yeah.
What we're looking at now, obviously, it's not flying or driving. We're looking at again the weathering skills, and I can see different paints on here. We can see what the subject is, but what looks like you've moved on with your skills on this one.
Yeah, so this is why I like doing the fantasy stuff, because there's no right or wrong on it.
Yeah.
And I was just at the time. I mean, this was early part of this year. I think this one was. I just fancied just doing something completely off the wall for me, kind of thing. So just completely different. I thought, well, the only good thing to do to mess with like chipping and battering is some fantasy. And the only thing I think of is like Warhammer stuff, which on occasion I do.
Yeah.
But it's too fucking expensive.
Very.
But this was like this is a 1/24 scale figure. He's about 6 inches tall, I think, give or take.
Yeah.
Man
Cool.
inches, obviously. And it just thought it'd be just fun to just chip the shit out of him. So
Nice.
most of that is sponge chipping. A lot of it. So I can't remember the colours off the top of my head. But I did a base colour. And then chipped on a lighter version of that colour as fresher scratches, and then just dotted in some of the larger chips from the sponge chipping. I dotted them in with a blacky brown colour, and then some of those I'd add rust to. Some of them I'd leave them as they are. You don't want to overdo it. Do you know what I mean? Because you can see there's on his left thigh, lower part of his thigh. There's a rust dribble.
Yeah.
But if you look at, you can see a couple of black chips on his chest. On his right hand side. Sorry, not his left. It's our left. You can see there's a couple of little darker chips on the chest. There, that's it. Yeah, along there.
Yeah.
So I've just left them as are, and then just some rusty stuff. It was good fun, that one. Did shit as a video. Because again,
you can't. Yeah,
my subscribers see, because I know for a fact my subscribers have come for the armor and the aircraft.
Yeah.
But on occasions,
Sci-fi is very niche, isn't it?
Yeah, it's even more niche than the niche I've put myself into. I think he's done about 600 views.
I picked this one
Give or
out
take.
because I've done both similar, and I loved your camo pattern on this one, mate. It looks
That
superb.
one's a little bit of artistic license, because I don't think that camo would have been put on the later version.
No, it wouldn't have.
That was done from an earlier, without the
S38.
armor cab.
Yeah, that's the S38 that was painted in this. This is the S100. This is the one with the armored cap. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I got this. Well, actually, no. I was looking at getting a boat to do the weathering that I've done on this one. I was very fortunate. One of the volunteers at work gave me this kit, so that saved me a bit of time. But yeah, that one was all about weathering the crap out of it, rust and the soot from the exhausts. One thing I added on. Sorry.
They weren't very clean.
No, I'm sure some people will tell me otherwise, because a lot of people tend to. But the one thing I added to it, which I know is not accurate, but I just did it for funsies. If you go back, I don't know how well you can see it, because you kind of haven't picked one of the best photos of it.
Go on.
If you zoom in on the hull, the lower half of the hull,
That's as close as that can get.
there's an absolute shit ton of 3D printed 2mm barnacles.
Yes.
Is it really? Fucking hell.
Yeah. Now I know. Well, I know that because it's a fast boat, and because a lot of the photos I've seen, they were quite. No, I know. I found this afterwards because somebody that actually does boats, actually has a boat, told me otherwise. But I thought, well, because the speed that this thing goes at, and the ones the photos I'd seen were actually relatively well looked after. But I just did it for the laugh, and the sadism, basically. There's tons of, again, I've got LPJ models to do that for me. It's just printed me an absolute shed ton of these things off.
Yeah.
Cool detail.
It's just for they're massively overscaled. They're probably the size of your fist if they were real, but because he did print me ones in an accurate scale, but I could not get my tweezers around them. I lost half of them.
LPJ, is that James?
Yes, yeah,
I watched James's.
yeah. I love any time James comes out. He's another one. As soon as it comes out, I'll watch his videos.
Yeah, we like James.
Vortex generators.
Come on, then. What we got here?
Tell me, Sky Raider, absolute beauty of a kit that one was.
48.
Yep. The only thing that I couldn't understand with them, they give you the option of having air brakes open. I think the flaps you can have down. You've got a figure for the pilot figure in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the option to fold the wings though.
Right.
It's the only annoying thing I found with it, because I didn't even look at the kit. before I bought it because I was like, it's Tamiya. There's going to be nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Technically, there's still nothing wrong with it, but there's no option of having your wings
There's just
folded.
no option there.
So I had to get, and I can't for the life. Somebody asked me the other day, and for the life of me, I can't remember the manufacturer. Again, I think it's in the video. I'm just trying to get people to watch the videos.
It's fine.
It's in there somewhere, but it was a separate kit. It was a little bit expensive. It was about like it was almost the same price as the kit. I think it was about 20 odd quid.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a go at the Zucamura 32 scale version.
Yes,
of that.
Yeah, mate.
but that's the fun enough. That's the only modification I've ever done that I was actually scared of doing because I had to do it properly. Because all my
Scared
other
of doing.
modifications,
Wow.
all my other modifications are to make it look worse, not actually improve the kit. So
Yeah.
I was a bit iffy on it, but it
So you
actually
scratched
turned
the
out.
wing
Right.
fold, did you?
No, they're resin. It was a resin
okay.
kit I bought for them. I just can't remember who they were. They come with because you can see. You can actually see the gun barrel on the inside, and they give you brass barrels to replace the original ones. It's a really good kit. But that was one I actually had to go out using oil for exhaust stains.
Yeah, I see that.
That one I was very happy with because, well, it was half the reason why I wanted to do it because the iconic exhaust stain that runs down the side of them.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of
Watching
fun
that one.
doing
Love the
that.
Star Raider.
Is it
Absolute
really
beauty.
that bad in real life? Or
Yeah.
I think they got
Yeah.
worse
Yeah.
than that.
Wow.
Some of them actually had black bands painted on them so it would hide that.
Yeah.
Is there a trumpeter 1 in 32 of this?
Yes, there is.
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is, I think.
There's
Trumpeter and
still a few of them.
Zucamura 32
There's a
scale.
Zucamura 1/32 scale for sale.
Yeah, that's yours, isn't it, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Only-
very filthy. If you look at because there's still a few flying, and you look at them, even them exhaust stains, the oil that spews out of them is ridiculous,
Yeah.
which makes them the best
Radials
best
are
thing to work on.
notorious for
Yeah,
spitting
just makes
oil.
the best model to work on if you love your weathering.
Sidey, we're a Hunter 48 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Absolute fixes, beautiful build. I just didn't do it the way they wanted it me to. The way it's done is really well. The intakes are done in such a way that you can't see the seam
Yeah.
of it. The what I did, I found it odd, but it worked really well. Was that the lower half of the wings sort of clip in slightly into the
Yeah,
fuselage?
they do. They sort of like they
It's,
fold
it's an
under
odd,
the-
it's an odd way, but
Yeah.
it's really good actually.
So I did the Swedish version. The Swedes used it.
Have they still got
Yeah.
the one at Cosford parked as you drive in?
That's that one.
It is that one, okay.
That's what I've based it off.
Yeah.
So the only thing I couldn't do because I haven't got hand painting skills, freehand skills, is to do the cross swords and crown on the front.
Yeah.
But everything you see there, again, this is probably about 90% accurate to the original to that aircraft on the. It is still there at the moment. So yeah, bit of speed tape around the I can't remember what it's called now. The bulge for the cannon, some on the top as well.
Yeah.
The fading on the roundels because those roundels are actually decals and not painted on. So that's why they're faded like that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Apparently, I was told.
Yeah, it's been out there a long time.
Yes, yeah. So, but everything there is pretty much as seen. Even the stands. She's on off scratch built to the exact same as the ones that are there.
Next up,
that was a good one. Armour Hobbies Mark II-C, 12-gun version. Well, actually, that's a 10-gun version because it's the Hurry Bomber. So one of the machine guns is deleted for the bombs.
The bombs, yeah.
Oh yeah. There.
Yeah, so you can see there's a green spot in the bank of 4.
Yeah.
because they don't tell you this. It's only because I found, again, looking for references, there's actually a metal plate that goes over that barrel.
Yeah.
And again, the rest of that's dope patching to stop any crap getting into the barrels.
Yeah.
Beautiful kit. I'm gonna have to do another one. It's rare that I will rebuild the same kit.
Well,
it was just fantastic to put together.
Ah, here he is.
Paul won't build the same kit twice.
No.
Is this
It's not even the same kit, Mark. It's not even the same subject.
No. Is this the latest one?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I built this, I'd only been back into the hobby maybe a couple of years, and at the time, so I don't know if you might echo my thoughts. I said at the time, and I still say it to this day, this Revel Arado 1 in 32 is one of Revel's absolute hidden gems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was really pleased they were releasing
I remember you saying that, Mark, when I first started chin wagging with you. I remember you saying that.
I did. I thought it was so fucking blime.
It's the only issue with that kit is that fucking canopy.
Yeah.
Because so the canopy itself in real life is 3 parts: windscreen, the central canopy, and the sort of bit at the back.
Yeah.
But each
like
one is built up. Yeah, it's built up in 3 individual parts.
Yes.
And it was the main problem I had actually was the middle part, which was a nightmare. So when I come to actually put it on the model, I actually had to glue it on because it kept on falling apart.
Yeah, I saw it on video.
But yeah, I was very lucky with that one.
Not watched it yet.
I'd actually got sent that from Ravel because I've been speaking to Luke. So I was really tough because when I said when it was coming out, I said I've got to get that kit because I've been after it for donkeys.
Yeah.
Just one of those ones. I like the ugly ducklings as well.
Yeah.
And this was one of them. But it's great build, really simple. It's a really quick one for the scale and everything. The interior builds up really quickly, unless you really want to go ham and scratch build bits for it. But for what they've done, you don't really have to touch it, really.
Correct.
You want the HPH catapult to go with that?
Yeah, mate.
I was going to, but I'm not forking out that money for shit resin. It's an old resin cast, and it's not brilliant.
My favourite Harrier, the
Get
bottle
hold of it as
nose
well.
version.
It's like nothing or shit.
What we got? So, yeah, go on.
I'm not big on modern stuff, jets. I wasn't really overly bothered by the Harrier, but this one's actually based. It's not on display at the moment, but this one's actually based on the one that we have at work, and it's got such a mishmash of. I was just staring at it the one day and just noticed all these mishmash of panels and repaints and different touch-ups and all that sort of thing, and I was like, I've got to do it. I had to try and find a kit that was the exact same one, and fortunately, Kinetic does our version of it.
Yeah.
I only had to make a few minor things with it. Kit was reasonable. Not the worst kit I've ever done, but you had to have a little bit of a go at it. But detail was really nice on it. The Schneb pods I had to get separately. They were resin. I got from somewhere else. In the video, I've linked where I got them from. If the bloke's still doing them, the link's there for them. But they're really good because he gives you the option of having them open. So the cover, I think it's I've forgotten the cover. The cover that goes over the pods. We can have them completely open and empty, so you can actually see straight the way through them. Really good prints.
One of the things that I found I've only done 1 in 48 Harrier, and it looks like you had the same issue. Those wheels not touching the ground.
To be fair, I only noticed that just.
Yeah, it's the Airfix 1 in 48 is the same.
Yeah,
it's about to take off. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's got a little less weight on it.
Happy days. Any more comments, James?
Yes, we have Adam Johnson. Sully is a real gift with building armor. Lovely detail and finish.
Definitely.
Yeah, echo that one.
So
The
it's not my main
Jag
thing.
Panther build I liked as well that you did. The
That was a
because you
fun one,
halved
yeah.
it, didn't you? You
Yeah.
had one with the cutout with the light
Yeah.
inside, and the other side was the fighting
Yeah.
version. I thought that was brilliant. Brilliant idea.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
If you haven't seen the 132nd Dorado build by Sully, I thoroughly recommend it. It's a superb build. Yep. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Echo that.
Cheers.
Yep. Very good.
Tell us, we've been going. Let's just. Oh, we're on the 6th screen. Can you believe it? I know time flies. We us lads always say it. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Jesus Christ above. So tell us about. Let's see if we can get you some more subscribers. We'll have a bash. Tell us about your channel.
If you like models and weathering, it's the place you want to go, really.
It's the place.
It's
you
not
wanna
much second. It's the place you want to be. It's where all the cool kids hang out, you know. And yeah, I mean, I try and show everything I possibly can. Because YouTube, again, its analytics are a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
One time they're saying long form content's the way to go, then the next bit they're saying it's short form. But even though they're saying it's short form, the long form's doing better. It's a pain in the backside. But I usually try and get my videos to be about 20 to 25 minute long. That's my golden area for length of video. But there's some builds, sometimes it needs more. And it will be at that point, it kind of be as long as it's going to be. At that point, to try and keep it under 45 minutes, because then by that point, people are bored, especially listening to me anyway.
You know what? I'm not sure, mate. I think if you just get into a video, you just get into it.
Yeah,
Aidy,
maybe.
what's your thoughts?
No, I was just going to say that obviously we're all subscribers to Sully's YouTube channel, but I want to know who Sully watches.
Oh yes, good one.
Well, obviously, I've already mentioned Night Shift, Plasmo, Greg's Models, LPJ. They're probably my main ones. LPJ and Night Shift in particular. Plasmo to probably Plasmo as well. They're the ones that I tend to learn most of my stuff from.
Yeah.
And make my if need be, make my version of that skill to work for me. Sometimes I can directly copy what they do. Sometimes I need to fettle it a little bit to make it work for either my skill set or the products I've got about it. I try, and it's something I should mention it more often in my videos, because I know a lot of people, and I know probably Night Shift is one of them, that do have all the expensive products and the gadgets and stuff like that. And to be fair to them, you know, they get sponsored, they get funded, they obviously make a decent amount of money that they can afford to do. I'm not knocking them for that. I know some people will, but I'm like, if you were them, would you not do the same sort of thing?
Fair play to them, mate. Fair play.
But I do try, because I do spend a lot of money on model stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to particular equipment and sort of like paints and stuff, I have got a lot, but that's been working over the years building that lot up. Well, the Tamiya stuff, I mean, I've pretty much got nearly the 2 shelves there full of Tamiya. That's nearly every paint jar they do. Some of these other ones here, there's a bit of a mix, but most of them I did fork out on Vallejo military set. It's like, I think it was like 200 quid or something for, I can't remember how many bottles.
Paul's Vallejo user.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they're specifically only for hand painting. The Tamiya stuff is all my airbrush painting.
Have a minute
because
here.
I've always.
Have a minute
Sorry?
here. Have a minute here. I can see a shitload of paint there. Are you telling me you haven't got a fucking bottle of MRP on that shelf?
No.
Okay, now. Get him off the
Because he
screen.
doesn't want
Get
to
him off
fucking
the
pay the
screen.
fucking
It's not
loans
coming on again.
Get off.
MRP Mafia here.
Oh, my life.
I know. No, I've always worked with Tammy for some reason, and I just refuse to buy more products to thin and
Yeah,
mess
to
with.
get the
But
same result.
No,
yeah,
no, no,
I
no.
do.
Get the
I
same
do
result.
intend. No,
To
I
get
do
the same
intend because
fucking result.
Jog on.
the
Fucking
one issue.
hell.
You fucking jog on with your MRP bullshit.
Right, so all right then. So if you go back to my Arado, how accurate does that look to the what you'd think as a German aircraft paint job should look like?
I've never seen one in flesh.
Well, MRP will do, and SM and all that sort of stuff will do a very specific RML colour, right? For the
However,
greens and everything. But mine's all done with Tamiya. It's
Yeah.
not 100% the same, but it's all done with Tamiya to get the same, pretty much the same result.
And you're not
But
fucking bearing your lungs out.
There is that. Well, I do because I used to Mr. Everything thinner, which is fucking strong. So, but I do.
I'm all about the water stuff. Me, Sully, all about the water now. My lungs are fucked.
Yeah,
mate.
I know. I've got a spray booth and I've got a respirator, but only occasionally turn the spray booth on if I'm lucky. But I do tend to get some of their stuff for some more German stuff because they do the specific ones. And admittedly, trying to mix Tamiya all the time is an arsehole to try and find the right conversion for them.
what's your equipment? What airbrush are you shooting? What size?
I don't know.
At the moment, all gallery, because they gave them to us because they were chucking them out like sweets in the candy shop when they first started up.
Yeah.
Are they any good?
Yeah. Well, you look at every paint job I've done in at least the last year. Every single one is a gallery airbrush.
Yeah.
I've recently, actually 2 days ago, I bought the new one that they've just brought out, which I can't remember what it's called. Is it Aries or something? I bought on that one because that one's sort of, I think will be quite good for a detailing. Because when I do, because I'm going to get,
Go
I'm
on.
going to get the Airfix 109, and I want to do the mottling, and I want it to look good. So I thought that looks like a good airbrush to do that with. I've also got recently come into, which I didn't mean to get because the mate was selling it, Kato's 30 seconds K series 109, which I want to do a model of as well, which I'll get probably MRP paints for because again it's got that purpley grey colour as one of the part of the scheme. So
have you never used MRP?
Not yet, no.
Oh, love
I've
it.
seen, like I said, I've always seen LPJ use them. And
You
if he
are
uses
gonna-
them,
listen.
I know.
Mate, it's a fucking game changer.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
Absolute game changer. I'm not kidding. Remember this day, right, in November, because when you first, obviously, you're going to come back and you're going to go, fucking hell, it stinks to fuck. However, look at what I've just produced because it's unbelievable.
Well, like I said, I use Mr. Leveling Thinner, and that stuff is like acid. It's so strong, you know. But yeah,
once you've done MRP,
nothing beats the smell of Tamiya Ultra Thin glue.
Yeah.
I spilt that, and I could not get into the workshop for 3 days.
Oh, it's evil stuff.
It's terrible. But I tell you, because
Try
this proves
I'm getting a fucking cough just thinking about it.
So this proved to me, I think, at the time how bad COVID was because the missus very kindly brought it home to us, and I caught it, and I huffed the glue. No, couldn't smell it. Didn't cough. Nothing. I was like, well, this is weird. This is not no sense of taste or smell. It was awful. I love my food as well.
Happy days.
Best thing that come back. The first thing I could taste when I got it
What's
back.
your go-to chippy meal?
Was tea. Was my tea and my fags. So I was happy with that.
Oh, nice.
All about the tea. All about the tea.
All about the brew.
What we got, James?
Right, so we got Dave. He's had to go because he's got to get up early in the morning. Thanks for an absolutely brilliant show, Sully. I will be subscribing. Good night, all.
Good night, Dave.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm
I
surprised he
do.
hasn't already subscribed. And Mitchell, oh no, MRP, you won't be back on. No,
Yeah,
not
it's
until you tried it.
you know when you changed from Revel Contactor to Tamiya glue with an applicator on a brush, and you thought,
Yeah,
what the fuck's this all about? Game changer. You know,
yeah.
when you
I
went
get it.
from what just doing decals with water, not rolling them on with a fucking solution, and you just
Yeah.
I've deckled my bird, and then all of a sudden all these solutions come on, and you go, it's crimping,
shit.
it's sucking it down.
Yeah.
Game changer, MRP, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. all
I
the
know, like
way.
I said, I've seen James use it, and I can't argue the results looking at them.
Yeah.
It's just that I've not needed, because I've got all the most of the Tamiya stuff for what I need.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've had no need to sort of get more. I know I've got gaps there, but it's because I'm using them at the moment. But I've got no space on that.
Yeah, man.
A few of them need chucking out because some of them are old Attacker and AK ones, and they've gone past the best now. So
We're
they
going to
need
have a
chucking,
quick
really.
flick through live, James.
I think that we will while he sets it up.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
the
do.
best thing about Tamiya is this. Fuck it.
It's true. That is very true.
You know it makes sense.
Yeah.
Come on then, so.
That's why they made these.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
that's a
even tried some
horrible-
vice grips once, and that didn't end well.
Let me just show you how hard this is.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah,
if
but
we
now,
clean-
now-
now pick your lungs up from out the fucking back of your ass.
Fucking hell. Do you know
but
what?
to be fair, if you clean the rim of the bottle, it doesn't stick, you know.
Fucking hell, I can smell that from here.
Have you ever smelled amyl nitrate?
Well done, Sully. Put him in his place.
Smells like
Simple
amyl
solution.
nitrate.
Just once you tip it out, clean the rim of it. Jobs are good.
Yeah. We
Right,
don't
we got
like
another one
cleaning
from
rims.
Adam. Do you ever think we see the return of Tamiya F1 racing cars if an agreement can be found with commercial sponsors? No, I don't think so. No, it's too much money in
The
it.
Formula One organisation
Yeah.
want too much. They just want stupid money to
Too much
register.
money
Yeah.
involved now. You're talking money now. People
Yeah.
don't want to be spending fucking money.
Nah.
I mean, the cost of the kits will go up
Yeah,
again.
right.
Just go on then, James. Put the
Let's
live
do
up.
the live. Right, so we're running back through some of the. Sorry, I got the wrong. I'm clicking on the wrong. Come on, there you go.
There
Right,
we go.
so this is our pause build of the Leopard. He's just recently finished this.
Lovely build.
Yeah, absolutely lovely.
Seen all this last week.
We did.
Yeah, I know, mate.
But we
We're
wanted
just
to
running
show
through
it
this
again.
because there's only a few of us that's put on Sescu Live, Paul. So I thought we'd run through these again, mate.
We wanted to show it again.
That's fair enough.
Nice.
I still can't get over that camo net, and that's lovely stuff. That is.
No, it's nice. It's really nice.
That really is nice.
Thank you, guys.
And then we come. This is John's. This was his award last week, wasn't it, or the other week?
Yeah,
with,
he got-
John's been in the chat.
yeah, John's been in the chat. Yeah, this was his
That's what he won at Telford
rat
with.
racer, wasn't it?
Yeah, his rat rod.
They did really.
This is John that is with Sam that wants to do the £40 membership for Sesco.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, they paid theirs, haven't they?
Yay!
Yay! Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, hang on.
So where's
You'll have to
Sully
wait for
gone?
it.
Has he disappeared?
So I'm back.
He's
Oh,
there. Right, this is our aid. This is,
James, don't show that. Don't show that one. Show the one at the top. Because I put another one on there. Otherwise I'll be repeating it.
all right, then, mate. All right. This one.
No, carry on going up.
Oh, this is
It's after yours.
right. This is our Dave. That's had to go.
Nice.
This is his lightning.
Love a lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
the
a lightning. That's really
Love a
nice.
lightning.
That is.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
I'd love to do a 32 lightning.
Galileo!
Yeah, the trumpeter one, mate. I've got that one. That one's. I love Greg's build of it. So
Greg says it's shit.
yeah, it is. He said it is shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it still turned out a fucking lovely kit.
That's because he could turn a fucking ball of plasticine into that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Greg's one of them. This is absolute shit, this kit, but I really enjoyed building it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a sprue with, I do believe, is that one of your sprue holders?
It certainly is.
Hey.
I think it
D-Day
is.
marking.
Tidy.
Oh, this is my finished. I'm shit at figure painting, but
Watch.
this is my Horch. This is the one that's going in for our last competition of the year.
Yes.
Good.
So yeah,
Good,
not
good.
1975. This was produced, and
Okay,
yes,
now.
not a bad little kit. Not a bad
Bought
little
it
kit.
when you were
So-
40, didn't you?
Hey, I bought it when I was 40. Yeah,
Nice, lovely.
yeah, a
Tidy.
little bit of splattering, and yeah, I enjoyed that one. Got to admit, I did enjoy that one. And this is 80s. This is the 80. Go on, let you.
Look at me.
Yeah.
It's the Andy Hobby Headquarters 1/16th M3 half truck, and I've done a diorama. There's my new medical boxes that I did in the week.
Yeah.
Look at them boxes.
Just zoom back out a minute, James. I see that building on fire there.
Yeah.
I hope there's a lot of fucking bad. I
No,
hope there's a lot
no.
Hey.
Keep it on yourself.
Wow, what's wrong with fucking having bad footballers that burning to death?
Yeah.
No, I've still got a lot. I've still got the half track to finish. I'm still waiting on the
Stowage.
Still waiting on the stowage, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking way together, gonna get them.
Ammo
There's
casings in the underneath the M50 and inside the half truck.
I can't get any closer than that, but yeah,
No, you
you see
can't.
it all there. Look. Brilliant job,
Cool.
mate. Brilliant job.
Done maps and I've done cigarette cases, a fucking lot.
Nice one.
Yeah, enjoyable build.
Lovely.
Big.
That is stupid. That age. That's impressive, mate. That's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very
I'm happy
nice.
with it.
Let's go back. Yes,
Yeah,
10
well,
footballers.
that backdrop is just spot on.
You what?
Look at them boxes.
Look at them cases.
Is that medical supplies for the fucking burning footballers?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm well happy with that.
You can't have a laugh, you fucking.
That's have you zooming on tarpaulin there, James?
Yeah, hang on. I'll pull it over. There you go. That's it. That's as far as it'll go.
Hey, what have we got there?
That's tarps. I made that out of just tissue paper and PVA glue.
Nice.
Molded it, rolled it around the tanks, peeled it off when it was dry, and then painted it.
That's
Lovely.
fucking lovely. That.
Put the little
Tinfoil's quite good
eyelets
for
in the corners and the ropes on there.
Yeah. Perfect, mate.
Tinfoil's quite a good use for tarpaulins.
Yeah, I've used tinfoil before, but I think
Yes!
I
It's on a
like
football stadium that's burning to death. Yes.
I like the PVA glue and the tissue because it's
Yeah, I
easier
use
to-
it quite a bit.
It's easier to sort of like mold around whatever you're putting
Yeah.
on, sort of thing.
Yeah.
There, nice. Zoom in there, James.
That is zoomed in, mate.
That's zoomed in. Scratch built
Yeah.
aid.
Yeah, balsa wood. balsa wood, flattened aluminium. I did the handles with some aluminium tubing and some wire at the end, and then I made some cigarette packets. I did all the labels and everything in Photoshop.
Yeah, they're looking
They're
straight.
Lucky Strike cartons.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pleased with it.
And that's it.
Tidy that, mate.
Very, very nice.
Very nice.
And that was it.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed.
Cool beans. Back to us. Right. What we got? We've got 2 hours and 24 minutes of your lives. You're never getting back. Sully, all right, that for you, mate?
Yeah, it's great.
For the people who are watching, round of applause for our guest tonight. Thank you very much. If you want to go on,
if I stood upon curtsy,
subscribe, go and subscribe. I'm going to drop you off, but stay where you all are. Paul? Paul, thank you for your time. Stay where you are.
Hang on, Mark. Hang on. Before you do.
Yes.
Thanks, Sully and the team. Great discussion of the evening. Have to go. Best wishes and happy building.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Nice job on the arch.
Thank you.
Rocking those 1/16 figures.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great show, guys. Some very inspiring work, Sully.
Thank you.
Nice one, mate.
Definitely
go over and get subscribed
as well. Right, all yours, mate.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your company, gentlemen. Stay where you are. Good night to Paul. See you, Paul.
See you, Paulie boy.
See you, Paul. See you in a minute. Andy, cheers, mucker. Catch you in a minute.
Nice to meet you, Sully. Great work, and maybe
you.
see you again sometime on here. Take it easy.
Hopefully. Cheers, man.
Cheers, Joe. Thank you. AD. Cheers, Mr. Price.
Cheers. Nice to meet you, Sully.
See you in a minute, Cocker. Nice one. And James, thank you very much. Stay where you are. Me and you, Simon. Was that all right for you, that, mate?
That was great, mate. Yeah, all good.
Sounds a fan. We've learned loads about you, Cocker. I do know you from obviously from days of old. Nice to have you on the stream. Stay where you're at. We're just going to tie up for 5 minutes. Ladies and gents, Sully, Simon, great guy, great modeler as well. Chatting there through some of his stuff. If you've not already, you will be, you're already a subscriber. 11,800 of you subscribe to that channel. That's absolutely amazing. And from Sol, thank you very, very much for doing that. If you've enjoyed tonight, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that bollocks. It puts us up the rankings in the YouTube sort of dreamland. We'll be back. I think we're going to get Kitchen Table Modeler on. So if you're still watching, we are coming for you. Don't worry. Okay. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.